What's up guys, the Bobcat here and welcome back to Path of Exile, Fault of Oriath. Last time I ended off in this area and I've just come back from making myself some tea and two spiders have been eating me, so let's get rid of them. Wait for that energy shield to come back. Oh, got myself a fresh pot of tea. Probably should have used a clean tea bag, but whatever. It's also very warm and so it's burnt my tongue slightly, but again I'll just have to wait for it to cool. Still, it's alright. Now then, let's continue on and try and find silk. And where are these damn spiders? So much hissing in it, there's only like 2 of them. Maybe it's a trick. Maybe like, they're all hissing at once and just one of them's going up to say, yeah, let's get them guys. Guys? Bleh. Or maybe it's just a really dodgy echo in this place. Where's you? Must be some enemies in here that have some sort of splitting thing when they die. Don't know if it's just the blues that are doing that though, or if it's all of them. Yeah, those ones don't say anything on them. Must just be the uniques. Or, not uniques, sorry. Elites. Oh no, they are popping. Weird. Maybe it's the Val guys? I have no idea. Well, let's try and find our way down. Find our way to silk. Well, there it is. Once again, end the video as the exit is just around the corner. Well, this works out for the best, I suppose. Let's get rid of this rare. Whilst we're here, let's also get rid of all you guys. I was worried then that they were all going to dodge, but we got one of them, which is all we need to spread the contagion. Yeah, I mean, these guys don't say they split into spiders, but I guess some of them just do. Let's see, is this the boss? No, it's not. Still going down. Well, where's the boss room, please? I would like to know. I have a wedding to get to, don't we? We're invited to Silk's wedding. Yeah, it'll be around here somewhere. Obviously. Spread the contagion some more. And after this part's done, I'll probably... Well, I know I need to get these videos rendered out, so I can't. I'll have to do it some other time tonight. It's gonna go and do the Ascendancy, but the videos take priority. So I'll have to do that tonight. Oh well. Not a big deal. I've just got to remember to do it and not get distracted by playing WoW. I mentioned it in the last time, but I started playing WoW again. Only on a starter account at the moment. But I'm thinking of getting a subscription for at least a month. And just, you know, having a go for a bit. I mean, it's alright. It's pretty fun. What's this? Oh, shrine. Another shrine. Okay, more popping. There we go. Again, reading your own time, I'm going to take a drink. It's hot. Delicious, but hot. There we go. Come on, where's the boss? It's not down here so far, but we shall see if it changes. Keep an eye on the old health. Contagion just isn't spreading properly in this area. I hate flicker enemies, the ones that teleport or jump, because they just don't get affected by contagion properly. Come on, is it over here? Oh, there's an essence one though. I'll take that. I've got a text message from someone. That might be my book arriving at Waterstones. Which is a bit of a problem because I just came back from going in. So means I'll have to go in again. Ouch. Are you an Arctic one? He's going to spawn into an Arctic golem, isn't he? Of course he is. Hit him with blight as well. It's always so much fun when they do that. Oh, looks like big packs over here. I like these Vile soldiers, just because they don't move a lot, and they generally get into nice neat packs to deal with. There we go. Got one of them. Elemental weakness. That could be cool. Although we don't use elemental damage, so not for us, sadly. We could probably put that on with blasphemous support, couldn't we? And have it as an aura. That'd be nice. Is this the boss? No, but I'm guessing we're getting close because this is starting to look distinctly different to the other area. Also, what are you? Just a golem of some description. Hot. Right then, come on, where is he? Where's old Silk and Alakari? Want to get there sometime this millennium. Oh, there it is. Once again, thank you, map, for making my life substantially easier. Grab all these up. We don't need to do any full clearing of the area. As much fun as that'd be. I don't even need it. I'm going to leave that portal scroll. I don't even want it. Got hundreds of them. I think I quite literally might have 100 of them, actually. Haven't checked in a while. Well, I guess I'll take that one because it's next to us. Oh, that corrupted blood hurts. I can really stack up. Yep, I think this is it. There might be some dialogue here as well. From Silk. Oh, there's Ina.
My bride has arrived, Exile. I hope you brought a wedding gift.
There's Alakari. Yeah, Silk doesn't get out of this okay, in case you're wondering. Where's Alakari gone? Keep an eye on Silk for now. Oh, there he is. Hit her up with the chaos damage. Hit the eggs, so hopefully they don't spawn, but they do anyway. Ouch, something hurts. Dodge the beam attacks. I want to keep an eye on Silk because, you know, horrible things happen to him. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, don't get too close, apparently. Because she vomits everywhere. Come on. Oh, dear. These Alakari's creations are a bit tough. Also, Alakari only has 4 legs, so technically not a spider. Alright, yeah, she only has... Oh no, she has... What is that, 6 I think? Maybe it's 6. Can't quite tell properly. Yeah, she has 6, although she's part clockwork apparently. Which is interesting. Oh god. Stop puking on me. Well, she's nearly dead now. Oh yeah, look. Anyone else hear the crunch? Now she's eating him. Do all that. Where is she? There she is. Anyone see any significant difference about her? Something's definitely changed on her, but I can't quite tell what it is. Hit up with the blight. Ouch. There we go. Looks like Yina's also doing something as well. I don't know if you could hear it, but it sounded like when Silk got eaten, when he got dragged off, you could hear a distinct crunch noise. Which is pretty disgusting, really, but... Oh well. Poor Silk. Then again, he always did have a thing for spiders. Get closer. Heal up a little bit. I almost don't want to move, but we're going to. And dead. Achievement get. Take that, take that, take that.
Too much clutter.
Can we fit that in? We probably can. Got the correct spaces for it. Just need to move all this around, then we'll talk to Silk. Not Silk. Sin. Poor Silk. I'll be quiet while we talk to him.
Many an artist of Esmerian descent has engaged in the sad worship of that sultry arachnid. But you looked in those hypnotic eyes and then ripped them out. She lies in her bed of sordid memory, alone. A little of the spider yet creeps and crawls in my palm. A touch more power for my subduer of gods?
So what's the difference then? Cannot be stunned if you've been stunned or blocked in the last 2 seconds, or avoid lightning damage when hit. Sure, I'll switch over to that one. The Brine Kings are nice, but I think that one is just better because we have a slight issue with lightning at the moment. Though maybe when we unlock the Champion of Frost, we'll probably switch back over to the Brine King. Like, Chaos Resistance is nice though. We'll leave it at that though, I think. Also, still on Abernath. So I guess we move on, and then we'll head back to town. To Act 8, and then we'll trip back to Act 7. So I guess I have to call this part what then? Act 8, I guess, because we are technically in Act 8. Let's quickly head back to Act 7. I just wanted to go back to the Sand Encampment and do any dialogue that needs to be done here. Let's see, Word on Wrath. Yeah, Sin's got something to say, but it's probably a new god thing. Yin is okay. Well, I guess we'll talk to Sin, then we'll run around for a bit.
Many an artist of Esmerian descent has engaged in the sad worship.
Anchoring for education. Poor Silk. Like so many before him, Silk succumbed to a most insidious disease. Ambition. That craving for greatness. An irresistible compulsion to leave one's mark on the world. There's another name for marks like that. Scars. Keep your wits about you.
I miss my friend. Silk knew the spirit as I did. We would talk, understand it, together. Now there is no one but me. You have found the resting place of this Arakali? Good. Though spirit tells me that we will not reach her, not without help. Web she weaves with fibers of faith and fear. Too strong to break, too strong to cut. Yet there is an Esmeri potion, most ancient, fire dew. It might be enough to burn a path, make way for us to pass into heart of spiderweb. I could brew it for you, but there is one ingredient I do not possess. The blazing blood of the firefly that lives in the most dreaded of thickets. Travel I shall to Arakali, to sit on her doorstep, until you bring me 7 flames that flit and fly. Then I make you a fire dew, and together we go talk to this bride of foolish Silk. You have found the resting...
Farewell.
I guess that's everything then. We might as well sell everything while we're here, actually. I was going to say let's wait till we get to the next act, but there's no point. Because we might find more stuff along the way. We might as well just flog it all now. Nothing that I want.
Farewell.
Let's see. Go to number 3, drop these off. What's that? Okay. Don't think that's particularly useful for us. Dump the ring. Anything else? Only an essence I'm seeing. Okay. Get all these in here. What essences do we have at the moment? Suffering, rage, sorrow. Still need to get all these ones yet, but... Oh. Hold up. Chromatic. Ooh. Actually, what we got? We've got the most portal scrolls. Oh no, alterations up there. And chromatic ain't far behind, actually. I didn't realise I'd made that many. It's impressive. Well, to Act 8. That's where we are officially now. Back in Sarn. Get to see some of the strange stuff that's happened over here. And some strange stuff has happened, if memory serves. Although I don't think anyone particularly interesting died. I think something may have happened to Grigor and that's it. As far as I remember from what I've seen. But again, my knowledge ends about halfway through, so who knows what's changed. Now my knowledge doesn't end halfway through, does it? We've definitely gotten... I've seen till the boss, till the main gods of that area, but I haven't seen the dialogue during that pass. During those parts, so yeah, I don't actually know. Only know the boss fight, per se. Now then, where is the way forward? Give me a sign, oh great map. Grab that. Ooh, all leveled up. Enfeeble. Shame it's not old Essence Drain or Contagion. One day it will be. Might actually level up soon. Yeah, the experience isn't bad from these guys. I don't think the little things give any experience. Or if they do, they give basically nothing. Just because otherwise you could farm them, then you could just wrangle a bunch of them together. Also, I think that has a platform up there, which you can stand on. Because I can hear a Harbinger. I have to try and get up there somehow. Find the stairs. Yeah, experience is rising, alright. Okay, where's the door? Can we get in there? We can. And that takes us up here. Excellent. Then we'll head back along. How did you get up here? Yeah, there's the enemies down there. Hello. We can't cast Contagion down there, sadly. That would have been funny, though. Let's try and find that Harbinger. Oh, wow. That's a pack of enemies and a half. Oh, they're all dead now. Oh, dear. I don't like this. Oh, what a frame drop. There is a frame drop happening there. Eek. Frames are going insane, although I can't actually see them because I don't have a counter on screen, because for some reason the game isn't registered properly with shadow play, but there is definitely something happening, lots of particle effects. Is something alive? Oh no, we killed it. I thought that was the boss, but that's just a shard. That was messy. Well, we got him. Let's move on. Now, where's the Sarn encampment? I don't think the Sarn encampment actually moved. I think it's in exactly the same place. I think all that changed was how you get around it. Like, some doorways are blocked off to the main city and you have to take the sewers to get there. Is that just a... yeah. I don't think if that were a special boss, but no, it's just a slight variation on the enemy. There we go. Hit you up with that. Blight. There we go. Sprint down here. I'm assuming this is the right way. It makes sense for it to be the right way. Nothing from you. Okay. And this looks promising. Yep, there's the door. Sarn encampment. Time for more dialogue. Hope everyone's ready. Oh, Sin's still here. Not Sin, sorry. Vargan. Sin is here, though. Also, yeah. Guess who that is? We'll be talking with Clarissa about that in a moment. So I'll be quiet while we talk to everyone, starting from... we'll start from Hagen.
Good to see you're still soldiering on. With all these gods and past horrors wandering around Sarn, I don't assume anyone's alive and kicking these days. Quite the pretty pair, aren't they? Yeah, it's pretty bloody disturbing. That girl was once the sweetest lass I could name. Nowadays she's barking as batshite over that living corpse of hers. All it would take is a quick hard bash with a rock, and Tolman would no longer be a problem. Tempting, don't you think? Grigor left without a single word to me, rude bugger. but I suspect his poetic soul has been drawn back home to Izmir. A long journey, but a trip worth taking to find solace among one's own people. Of course, they'll get quite the shock when they see him. Let's hope familial love is as nearsighted as they say. There are the fine tales Grigor will be able to tell them, of course. Come to think of it, now that Dominus has been knocked off his perch, there's nothing to stop the Izamites from learning a thing or two from Grigor's stories. They might even consider invading this jewel in Wraeclast's tarnished crown. I certainly hope they have just such an eye for opportunity. A man could make a tidy sum helping said invaders navigate Sarn and its many hazards.
Good to see you in Sarn once again. I wish that we could be greeting under fairer skies, yet this city remains clouded in strife. Lunaris, eternal goddess of the moon, and her sister Solaris of the sun, have risen to reclaim what was once their own. Siblings equal in strength, mighty twin rivers converging, sweeping all before them. We are cornered animals, awaiting the deluge that will surely drown us. Yet, there exists a pair of ancient treasures, the Sun Orb and the Moon Orb. They are our hope, our desperation.
Sorry about that, I had a knock on the door. So I'm going to have to quickly reread this.
Good to see you in Sarn once again. I wish that we could be greeting under fairer skies.
Okay, cool. Let's keep talking. I'm probably going to chop that little bit out. So I'll quickly go through everything else.
Grigor is the butterfly that has lost its wings to a cruel child. And this place of respite has become a cage for his pain, a breeding ground of bad memory. We spoke, and Grigor shared his resolve with me. He can no longer live with the torment that piety has injected into his heart. Like the warrior poet he is, Grigor has ventured into the unknown to find a cure for his body and mind, or die in the attempt. The dead do not love the living, and the living cannot love the dead. People fear what they do not understand. I understand Clarissa. I am not frightened of her. I am frightened for her. They walked our earth in the times of great strife, cruel and hideous shadows, cast against the clay wall of ruined abode. Thaumaturge Malachi grew them out of the vain ambitions of his dark imaginings. Emperor Chetus believed that the Legionnaires belonged to him, that all gemling men would beat to the drum of his own crystalline heart. But as the silhouette of the Emperor faltered and fell, burned out by the light of true men, some of the Legion remained. The Catechism turned Legionnaire into monster, another mindless man of undeath. Yet this captain seems to have regained his faculties, some of his old warrior intelligence. I worry for the rest of his soldiers, how they may grow from mindless killing machines into something far worse.
Dodri Darktongue is the insidious infection that threatens to make septic the great and terrible wound that is Sarn. However, any certainty that I had as to her exact whereabouts has been sundered by the sheer stench of her presence. We shall have to deduce her location from those who know the area best. These locals that cling to Sarn like hungry maggots. If we are to see the dawn of a new era for humankind, the sun must be taught to behave herself. Upon that mighty span between Sarn's left hand and its right, Solaris burns to consume every single moment of existence. Sparing no thought for life and its needs, she would see the world parched barren before she yields to reason. The sun must be allowed to set, so that it may rise again as a blessing, not a curse. A mother's keen heart shall bleed into the dreams of her daughter. Once a beauty who held captive the hearts of men and women alike, Shikari's splendor decayed into lust, for the power possessed by her skyborn mother. My daughter once sought out such power within the great sands of this desert. Ever determined, she found it, and it made of her the twisted creature you so mercifully dispatched. Driven by agony and shame, she built an army out here in these sweltering lands, and would have conquered the very sky had not the beast soothed her into peaceful oblivion, a babe once more sleeping in her cradle. A mother's keen heart shall bleed. In the Marraketh Desert, an oasis lies to the east, its waters shielded from prying eyes by a preternatural storm. The sand will rip the very flesh from your bones, should you be so foolish as to enter into its dark shroud. Yet enter you must. The goddess Shakari hides within that golden blizzard, festering with revenge as she resurrects. It is not something I deign to speak of often, but this goddess, this creature, she was once the flesh of my flesh, blood of my blood. I rose into the clouds and fell into the arms of their queen, the beautiful Garuka.
I think there's a bit of a dialogue mix up there, so that's a bit annoying. You're gonna have to read that. Oh, Hagen's got something to say again. That's a bit unfortunate. Also, apparently Grigor's has disappeared, although I imagine he might be the boss. Well, let's talk to Clarissa and see how mad she's gone thanks to old Tolman here. And then we'll talk to Hagen again and then probably end the video. So, getting on to 28 minutes now.
San is changing, and so are we who live here. There, Tolman. Don't you worry. I love you. I'll think of something. You told me Tolman was gone. You were wrong. I found him. No, Tolman, I never gave up on you. His soul remains, flickering deep down inside. Oh, Tolman, I know you're in pain, but it'll be over soon, I promise. My heart aches for Grigor. I know the battle in which he's engaged. It's like my own, a fight to make sense of life in a land that deems life to be worthless. I don't know where he's gone, but I do know he's looking to find himself, his true self, as we all must do in our own time. By all accounts, Tarkus Veruso was a ruthless despot, a man to rival even the likes of Dominus. Yet his heart of stone contained one precious theme, his love for his wife, Chiara. So when the poor young woman died giving birth to Veruso's son, Caspero, the grieving emperor threw aside his great convictions and placed his last hope in thaumaturgy, in the Ankh of eternity. Perhaps it was shame that drove Tarkus to lock the Ankh away, to steal such hopes from his descendants. It was he who had asked his people to turn their backs on the ancient arts, so what right had he to enjoy that which he forbade? Love gave him that right. As I understand it, the Ankh of Eternity was somehow able to return the dead to the full bloom of life. There was nothing necromantic about it. Rather, it was a source of true resurrection. How it came to exist, I honestly don't know. A couple of inscriptions I read treated the Ankh as some sort of gift to Veruso from the Val. But surely the Val were long gone by Veruso's time, weren't they? No matter. Despite the vagaries of the Ankh's origins, Veruso used the Ankh to return his young wife from the deathbed to the wedding bed. The accounts are unanimous on that point. As it was for Veruso's love, so shall it be for mine.
Let's hope Hagen doesn't have a lot to say because we're running out of time.
If Sam wasn't mad enough, now we've got some whip-tongued hag cooking up a stinking curse in the sewers. Took it from her mother-in-law at first. But no, based on my meagre historical knowledge, I reckon we have a certain dogery dark tone to contend with. Where in blazes is she hiding? I have no idea. So, the only way we're going to catch this witch is by getting our hands and possibly a lot more, well and truly dirty. And by we, I mean you, of course. The sewers are no place for a simple businessman like me. Do us a favour. Head into them sewers and track that old hag down. Get her to reveal herself, and put her down. Ha! Better your eyes than mine, eh? Needing my eclectic expertise again, are we? Solaris and Lunaris got front and centre stage among them folks at the Eternal Empire. Solaris was thought to be the light of leadership, guiding and enlightening each emperor that sat the throne. In practice, most of them emperors turned out to be a bit dim. But then history and theology have never quite seen eye to eye. As for Lunaris, a goddess of the moon and earth, the mother of dreams and inspiration. Doesn't sound like a bad lady until you consider that dreams harbour nightmares and that inspiration is just one notion shy of insanity.
Cool, so we'll have to end this part here now because we're well over the time limit, so I hope you all have enjoyed. If you have, leave a like, subscribe to more, feel free to comment as well, and I will see you all next time.